You're at the end of the world, as you know it, my dude. Time is up and you out of mood, so what will you do? It's the BP mercenaries not here to save the day. My friend, it's hell to pay. Oh, let me catch you round the way. I box you, cut you into squares, no shades of gray. The fire and brimstone seeping through the brim with a spray. Run you like the Flintstones, the cartoons getting away. There's a lot of firepower and weight, I've been sitting away. You feel life slipping away, fear is gripping your face. I'm still hitting you at a pace.
Hey guys, welcome to the lab. Another episode of Sundaze with the Clink Room. This week we're going to do a solo episode. I recently just came back from my trip in San Diego. Wanted to do a quick episode. I'm actually leaving for Chicago in a couple hours, doing a road trip. Flying to Chicago, then doing a road trip to Pittsburgh, then Cleveland, then back again. So, yeah, hope you guys got a chance to watch the episode where I interviewed Casey. We tried to tackle as many questions and concerns and different things you wanted brought up and addressed. And hopefully we did that in a cool manner. If you guys didn't get a chance to watch it, definitely do check it out. It's the video I posted before. You're seeing this one. But yeah, had a great time in San Diego. The trip came together pretty quickly. I mentioned to Casey, seems to be a little bit of restlessness happening. There was a number of complaints, whether it was some artists or some customers. So he wanted to kind of get in front of it and nip it in the bud, and he understood that it does definitely help when he gets on camera and kind of addresses things in a uniform manner, so more people can see it. So hopefully that does help alleviate some of the issues and some of the problems, misconceptions, and kind of general angst that is happening within the community, which is good. Getting to know him a little bit better and spending some time with him, we checked out Padres game and got to spend a lot of the weekend together. It was a really cool and humbling experience, kind of learning more about him and Jason and the company and the origin of Brandiose Studios and the Clink Room, kind of seeing years worth of sketchbooks and kind of getting to see their office in person. It's just a really cool and fun, awesome experience. So I do have some raw footage that I will release later, kind of as a vlog type thing, but kind of wanted to show you guys while it's still kind of fresh in my mind. So let's do that. So I think this view might be the best view to see it. Yeah, so that's their famous kind of hat wall there. Multiple shelves with a bunch of hats under. They used to keep one of everything. There's that famous Lego gorilla with the Clink hat and the Tulsa Drillers hat. So hold on right here. That hat that's on the ape skull. Casey told me this was the first Clink hat ever on a new era. So that was pretty cool. And yeah, this piece of logo thing is huge. There's some things that hopefully we... these are sketchbooks I went through and kind of looked through a bunch of them. It's cool to see the process too, like how many different sketches and poses and different fonts and stuff like that. One's real cool. Unreleased BP Mercs logo in like two cardinals. Yeah, Jacksonville Jumbo Shrimp here. You can see him working on kind of refining the idea and just kind of learning their process and all the different phases. See, this later became that team later became the Binghamton Rumble Ponies, and just kind of seeing how prepared they are for every stage of pitching a team and kind of the different poses and different word marks, certain things he designs for like main logos. Some things were for sleeve patches, side patches, stuff like that. But just so cool to see. Like here, this is the New Orleans. Eventually, this will become the New Orleans baby cakes. So just to see like the baby, they do use this one, but it has no no hair basically, so it looks more like a baby. But you see the different types of hair he tried to input different poses coming out of that famous pastry that they have. Those kind of king cakes. But yeah, I just like to see the history of this stuff, like this running baby with the bat trumpet, this baby gator with the pacifier and the little king cake there, little other poses. It's just so cool to see, kind of watch them work through the process. Look at how many different sketches there are. Just so awesome. And you see elements of the logos as they're using. This is a little like a box here. Let me kind of rummage through. So these side patches here are actually from a hat you'll see later, from when they actually lost their New Era account for a bit, and Casey was trying to like kind of elevate the hat sticker. So these things look like side patches, but they're actually used for the side sticker. So for the non-New Era hat, that was actually made by Elmco. We'll see it later, but see how each sticker here, it's essentially a patch, but they have all the sizes on them. So it's a 5/8, 3/4. You'll see me kind of just rummage through the box, or 7/7/8 right there, 3/4. You let me take some of these home. So it's just pretty cool and awesome of them. 1/2, 3/4, 1/4. That's 1/4. Yep. 5/8. 5/8 again. So just real cool to see their history. Just kind of being able to just rummage through some of these boxes and look at the things, man. Truly an awesome experience. Some stickers, some old Brandiose stickers. I don't know what these things were, but I thought they're important, but I guess not. There's that sticker here. Oh, I shoot this video again. Okay, cool. So this is when I peeled my own. Hope I remembered to take those. Maybe I didn't. Damn. If I didn't, that would have been a waste, but I'll be back. Clink postcards. Ended up grabbing a couple of these. The bottle caps, the pencil, even the bags were cool. Yeah, just an awesome experience. Oh, so this is I think the first snapback they ever did. So it's a Clink Kong snapback. That's rare. A hang tag. And this is the hat. So this is the Elm Co hat. See how there's the size right there? So those patches that you saw earlier were used as size tags. So pretty cool thing here. Green under with there's like a design here. The camera was not doing a good job, and it's like some type of like printed design on the bottom of the cap there. Yeah, the camera didn't pick it up. Yeah, just all custom cap. It was made to look like a New Era when they lost their New Era contract. There's a little 5-pound hat. And these were those bead caps by that native artist who adds them on after. There's a red one, and then there's like that olive style. Another snapback. I don't even know what S7 was. I've never seen this before. So these are the creme de la creme. So originally, one of the origin stories of Clink Room was they would take some of the reject logos that that the team didn't select, essentially. So you saw those sketchbooks. There's multiple options. Sometimes they would run through different themes, and they would narrow down the options. But sometimes things wouldn't get picked. So they released a bunch of hats. I believe they call it like Phase or Plan B or Phase 2 or something. But basically, these were all like identities and logos that the team ended up not using. So this one you see right here is the Syracuse Sky Chiefs. The Sky Chiefs didn't end up using this logo, so they ended up putting it on a hat. So each one of the logos have a built-in embroidered pencil there, which is pretty awesome. So when you're wearing the hat, you'll have it looks like there's a pencil in your ear. These are all individually tagged and numbered and signed. And then the bottom, the under visor, has a cork bottom finish. So I actually saw the original roll of cork. Casey bought it when he was living in Brooklyn, and the factory told him how much yardage he needed, and he actually bought the cork bottom, or the cork was like in a roll, and he basically sent it to the factory in China, which is crazy. He still has some of it originally laying around enough. See that cork bottom, pretty epic. New Era tags, of course, and then see these individual tags are added on after the fact. Clink Room, they're all signed, individually numbered. I actually have this hat in size 8. See, Syracuse Sky Chief Phase 2. That's a pretty awesome piece of history right there. I think this is the Boise Hawks. And one of the ways that they kind of branded themselves was they added this kind of like informational sticker here. So it's like, hey, I mean, this is not the right sticker for this hat, but it's like meet the Clink Room, the Lakeland Flying Tigers, Detroit Tigers single A affiliate, and then it kind of gives the story of what this hat is. I mean, it's not on the right hat, unfortunately, but that's still a cool piece right there. That was the only one that had that sticker. So again, Sky Chiefs again. These guys, I think it was like a Jacksonville Jumbo Shrimp, and then they ended up not using this specific identity. What does it say? Oh, Bowling Green, actually, yeah. I think these guys became the Bowling Green Hot Rods. So it's like totally something they didn't use. They had a bunch of these Sky Chief ones, which is crazy. Clearwater Threshers, man. Like, this is an epic logo. I do think they end up using something similar to this. Maybe not the ball in there, but what a amazing hat. Clearwater Threshers, yeah. Phase 4. Just a real cool bin. Here's that Tulsa Drillers. The Casey told me that's the first ever Clink hat. Drillers Phase 4. And then this cup here, Jason and Casey's Ideometer. I took 2 of these home. It's like little swag. I brought his hand out at like different shows and stuff. Oh, this is my hat. That's what I was wearing. Yeah, just a fun trip. Again, took another better video of this. Yeah, it was hot as hell in San Diego. Just different angles of his little desk here. Oh, I had to record this page. Look at this. These logos. I haven't even seen these logos ever. And like, people complain about doing different drafts and different edits of stuff. Look at how many ways he just draws stuff. Different angles, slightly different variation. Just amazing artist, man. So much history in the desk here. So like the different Walt Disney signage, Toy Story thing here. I just tried to record this like desk. It's like a glass desk. Look at these side patches here. Insane. Different versions of the Kong. I mean, the Kong would be cool if they were like released in all these different colors, man. Little tiny patches here. Bottle caps. Original sketches. BP Mercs mixtape. Different Nike work right there. Nike t-shirt. Just Sharpie with their name on it. Just amazing to see some of the history and getting to witness it firsthand. Just amazing. Oh, and then we ate tacos after. Gotta have tacos. Fish tacos when you're out there. Ali Frazier, that's for you. All right, so that's kind of like some of the raw footage from the San Diego trip. Just an awesome time. Appreciate Casey a lot for kind of allowing me to, take some mementos home. I'm gonna cherish these kind of forever. The cups, and most importantly, for me at least, the the completionist in me was able to finally get all of the. So now I have the full series 1, 2, and 3 of the pins. So, and then I had some of the other Clink pins, but just an awesome trip. Had so much fun, and yeah, I can't wait to be back. So, without further ado, let's get into the regular festivities because I still have to edit this. Tuesday saw Casey and the team drop a fresh colorway. This one's called the Bahamas. Kind of like San Jose Sharks ish colorway to me. Got that teal black, and then all kind of like Hawaiian / oceanic kind of vibes here. So really slick colorway. They all say the Clink Room on the side. I could see people uh, getting multiples of this if they like the logos. In terms of logo rarity, I think the Skullet and maybe VHS are more common to be redone, although these versions aren't very common. They're not like their predecessors, I think, but let's kind of go through and break them down. We first got the banana hammocks, the Skullet, and the spear crushers. To me, the main attraction here probably is the Skullet, although the Skullet has been brought back a few times, I believe at least once. Spear crushers and banana hammocks, I definitely did not see repops of those. So getting spear crushers in this color is cool because to me, this appears to be like a San Jose Sharks colorway. So for them to put a shark on it, I think it's pretty cool. The San Jose Sharks logo is a shark biting a hockey stick. So the spear crusher and Gabe really kind of fits the theme if it's like a San Diego Shark kind of esque colorway. Banana hammocks is also cool too. The yellow from the banana really works well against that teal. And like I said, Skullet, if it's got a mullet, it's good to me. So VHS Sunset, classic designed by Casey. This one's been done in a number of different ways. I don't think I've ever seen it on a teal hat, so it's kind of newish. Summer Vibes by Raphael. Just a really cool line, just chilling with sunglasses. And then the Bahamas, so the El Tropos by Clinker Brad. So Brad has I think 2 versions of this pineapple guy holding the stir stick kind of cherry from the cocktail. He's got a swinging version, and then he's got this one, which is more of like a walking version. Still rad one from Brad. If I were to pick, I think the higher, like the stronger versions are on the first set of 3, but can't go wrong with any one of these ones. Now we're getting into last call. So these next 6 hats that we will kind of discuss as a last call, their pre-orders end at midnight. So this is your last shot to get them before they're sent into production and the price goes up. So Zombie Kong by Raphael, Sky Dragon by Magnus, and Exhumed King by Clinker Josh. To me, the real winner out of these 3 is the Zombie Kong. I don't know. For me, I like the Kong logo. I like the silhouette. I do enjoy when people kind of do a fresh take on it. So it's got elements and it fits like that kind of Kong shape, that iconic, like that iconic Kong in the pencils, that kind of Jolly Roger, classic crossed swords or crossed bats. Just a really cool shape to me. Made really interesting by kind of zombifying it. So that's the real winner. Sky Dragon's cool. I just think it lacks a little bit of realism in terms of like how the dragon actually bends. So, uh, and then the face I think needs to be more of a prominent feature on the dragon. But the colorway is cool. The blue works really well off the lighter blue works real well off the darker blue. Red under pretty solid, and then the Exhumed King by Josh Wolves is cool. Uh, Taking a break from his normal like kind of like a funny humor, violence kind of thing, and has a more like kind of photorealistic um, archaeology scene right here. Uh, Pretty cool with the tools. Um, Stuff you see at a normal archaeological dig with the T-Rex skull. Uh, I think in reality, though, when you see T-Rex skulls, they would be a little bit darker than this, but you know, sometimes you got to suspend a little bit of belief, but it's still an awesome piece here. Then we got Dust Till Dawn by Point X, Echo of the Wild by Wind Studio, and Forest Ranger. Pretty cool pieces. I like the duality of Dust Till Dawn. Kind of gives me a little bit of like a Phoenix Suns vibes with the purple and the orange. Two complementary colors on the color wheel. Got the bear um, and the wolf there with the looks like an owl and like kind of two birds there. Uh, Echo of the Wilds, pretty interesting. It's like a wolf and a wolf in a scene there. I kind of wish like maybe the face features were either taken away, or if you would have left that in, you didn't. I don't think you necessarily need the secondary wolf. So I think it's just a little bit too many wolves for me. But the art's drawn nice. He is a talented artist, but I just think I'm kind of like a little over wolfed there, a little bit. Force Rangers, not bad. Brad Racing kind of doing his like a Smokey the Bear as like a Sasquatch. So that's an interesting kind of color. That dark green and wheat really works. And then he's got to add that like a little pop of kind of like lime green, which is interesting. But yeah, it's a cool little trio here. And then the Shock Drop. So Murder Hornets is back. This time with like a darker green and black kind of two-tone with a gray under. And then J Matz brought back the Red Wing Blackbird. So J Matz's design brought back in a new colorway. So these two must have sold a ton if they got the Clink Classics kind of a badge of honor there. So that one comes with a black gray with a green under. For me, I prefer my hats to come with gray or green under visors exclusively. So this is not it's not a bad little shock drop. So I do have them in hand, so I can show you them and how they came out. So kind of almost like a Seattle Mariners kind of colorway, that like northwest green, and then the dark the kind of black and almost like an olive side patch with the metallic silver. Reminds me of like a Seattle Mariners kind of hat. I do like the color blocking, and then the Murder Hornet is done in all metallic silver. I think this logo done in metallics, it goes crazy. So got the little knives here, or the big knives and the medium knives, and then all of the different straight edge, straight razor arms, the brass knuckles for the abdomen or the torso, and then the pointy ass abdomen. I don't know, man. This is just one of those hats, just iconic. And then J Matz with the Red Wing Blackbird, super symmetrical. I teased this on a mail call a couple weeks ago, and people picked up and realized that this hat didn't come out. So, whoops. But yeah, I've had this for a little while. But J Matz killed this design, the Red Wing Blackbird. Just the embroidery on that hat. Crazy. So nice little black gray version. I think I have the X-ray version and the Hat Club re-release when they used to do recolors. I'm glad to have this one in the collection. Real nice, easy side patch and a green under. Cannot go wrong. And then my picks from the Bahamas drop. We got Brad Racin's the hammocks. Look at that. It's like a softer kind of blue, almost like a Florida Marlins blue. Clink Room on the side hit. I know some of you guys don't like side patches. I don't mind it. And then that kind of like funky orange on it. This is almost like a Dolphins colorway. Like a Dolphins orange almost. And then like a Marlins top. But this one to me, the Spear Breaker by Glebe. Cool hat here. So those are my kind of recent pickups from the drops. And then now we'll get into the crits. So number one, the dude is back. Squatch snatching. So we got kind of like it's like a landscape scene. The Sasquatch, Sam Squanch, the Sasquatch is getting beamed up. Wish there was a little bit more color contrast between the mountains and the UFO. Kind of separated a little bit. Not a bad piece. Just feel like there's no like kind of cohesiveness a little bit. It's just like layer. So just almost like it's like built for like a screen print, like on a t-shirt or something. But overall, not a bad colorway. It's like got a graphite and hot orange, dim orange, almost like a Tennessee Volunteers kind of colors. The green works well off the that kind of dark gray graphite type color, but pretty solid. Force of Nature. I don't know if many of you guys are old enough to watch the show, but this was one of my favorite shows when I was a kid. Dino Riders. These people used to like the good guys would ride the dinosaurs kind of through like love and affection, and then I know it sounds crazy, and then the bad guys would trap the dinosaurs and kind of use this like brainwashing mechanism. This kind of reminds me of that when the T-Rex kind of tries to break free. You know, sometimes he gets all crazy. But yeah, Dino Riders, check that out, man. I used to love that TV show. Retro King. Superhero Hines and Aurelian got together. This one's kind of interesting. It's like it feels like retro, but it almost looks like it's futuristic at the same time. The colorway is just crazy. It's got the hot pink fuchsia color, that kind of vice blue, purple, lime green. It's all over the place. It feels like the 80s, but still kind of almost has a futuristic feel to it. So it's an interesting kind of piece there. Saved by the Bell kind of ish. The shape's cool. Sounds pretty rad. Yeah. Toxic Toads by Clinker 14.8. I mean, right off rip, it doesn't feel like it's a toad. I mean, I guess it kind of looks like a frog, almost looks more like a gecko. The rad piece feels more froggy. I think the difference between a toad and a frog is that toads usually live on land typically, so they look more dry and stuff. So this one kind of doesn't fit the toad part of it, but you know, it's pretty cool. It's got like that mask that you normally see like spray painters use. and different like hazmat suit, not hazmat, but like a biomask maybe. Not bad. Eat My Homework by Heather. I think it should be called Ate My Homework, like the dog ate my homework. Not but that's small gripe. Um, the dog's teeth, I feel, are not kind of aligned. It's kind of throwing me off, and then the lines, the paper, kind of messed me up a little bit. But yeah, it's not bad. I mean, it's kind of fierce. Like this is, I can't quite make out the species of dog. Like it kind of looks like a bull terrier kind of pit bull, American pit bull. Kind of looks a bit retriever like. I don't know. Looks so angry too. But yeah, not bad. Little Havana. So looks like Flanagan got together with Aurelian. I believe I saw something like this in the past. This might be like a rework. I just feel like the perspective is pretty cool, but like the dominoes, I think the scaling is kind of different, kind of off. But yeah, definitely seen people break their the dominoes sometimes. But yeah, I think there might be a scaling issue with the dominoes. Some are like huge, some aren't. But I guess if you're like this kind of alligator or gecko type thing, you don't care. Um, the glass is not really the glass he's holding, the drink, not it's got that kind of whiskey, um, kind of cognac, kind of cup. It's kind of confusing. Not really clear what that is, but um, yeah, the colorway is working against it too. I think that kind of lime green that they used in like the lizard skin is the under kind of works against that rust. Then you got like this kind of mint, kind of dolphins-esque teal kind of color. I don't know. This might need some simplifying. There's just a lot going on in this one. Bat flip. This kind of reminds me a little bit of like the old Louisville Bats logo. Uh, yeah, the motion of the bat. I don't know if you need. I don't mind that it's spinning, I guess, but like you don't. I mean, I guess you could kind of spin it, but that's not. I don't know. The bat flipping the bat is cool because kind of literal pun there. Um, yeah, I just don't know if I love the bat. Like the motion kind of makes it kind of weird to me. Um, the colorway is cool. It's like that. Anytime you use like that purple with that neon green, I'm in. Um, just the bat's throwing me off a little bit, but it is rad, man. It's drawn real cool. A lot of character to the face. Um, the motion of the mascot is real cool, and it does look like he just hit a jack and is throwing the bat now. So it's cool. Icy Grip, Milosh. I think I read on Instagram today he posted like the meaning. I think he grabbed this subject off of some rap lyrics, I think. But it's a cool piece. It'll be interesting to see when it's embroidered. That kind of raised embroidery, nice and thick. I think it'll do pretty cool. Aurora Experience. So Aurelian, this is a lot from Aurelian so far. I teamed up with Chris85 Hat Collector. Looks like they're kind of memorializing or kind of paying homage to like a family trip. It looks like boy, girl, husband and wife. Just checking out the Aurora Borealis, the Northern Lights. So they're visible a lot this summer, so that's pretty cool. So the the purple with that kind of tealy blue works well. That little hint of lime green. The navy blue off the purple. Doesn't look bad. It's kind of like a sneaky two-tone. Overall, not a bad piece. First Robin University, CBS Ink Chad. Looks like they reworked the colorway to this one. So 1U. So first Robin, he's got the 1. Hand pose, not a bad piece. It just I think what hurt this one was the Blackbird University had just come out, the original time when, like, close to this maybe. So Blackbird U, which was J Matz's mascot version of the Red Wing Blackbird. So I think Chad's taking another crack at recoloring it and hopefully getting it into Critz. So it's got like the that rust color orange off of that, like, kind of more paley tan color with a green under. I don't know if that really works well altogether. It's like a reverse sneaky two-tone. Usually sneaky two-tones, like the lighter color is on the crown, and then the darker color is the button and visor. But not a bad piece. I feel like you might be lacking like a pop color. Like, there's orange in the sweater, but it almost gets drowned out by the kind of rust orange of the crown. And then the yellow is really similar to the visor, so there's no real like strong pop. The most contrasting color really is that kind of darkish blackish color, but it's like a shade lighter because you need to save a darker tone for the outline. So I don't know what we would do to help this, but I feel like it's kind of muted. So I don't know. It is a beautiful mascot logo, though. I think maybe the perspective hurts it a little bit. I think you almost want to tilt it more forward, so you get more of like the body. Maybe, I don't know. What do I know? Breaking Illusions. So this is an updated version of the Grim Reaper from last week, which was I think it was like a crystal ball, and then there was like 2 Dr. Robotnik hands around it. This one, it seems like he changed it. It's like the Grim Reaper coming out of the fortune, which is interesting. I just don't like the composition of it. I feel like if this is what he's going for, you gotta have first off, the first hand looks completely jacked. Like the thumb, I don't know, like, you just got to get the hand proportions kind of right. It just makes me kind of like I know everyone's hands are kind of different, but the hand is I can't get over how bad that hand is. And then the other arm, he's just holding it in like a C shape, like he's not doing anything. If he's like coming out of the crystal ball, like, make him plant his hand. He's just holding it in like this motion. Yeah, and then just have him have more contrast. Like, he's coming out of this purple, hazy, fortune teller's ball, crystal ball, whatever. Like, have him be like more of a contrasting color. He doesn't need to be like these purples. I feel like just make him kind of separate from the crystal ball. It almost looks like he's breaking out of like a bowling ball, not even a crystal ball. So then you got like the roses just levitating behind him. I don't know, maybe lower the roses and like move the hand up. I don't know. It's just a lot going on. But yeah, Breaking Illusions. Frostbound, uh, Wind Studios. So got the woolly mammoth here. Tusk in the skull. I don't know. It's all right. It's all right. Uh, Drawn nice. It feels kind of mascotty, like a for like a e gamer kind of team logo. Um, Skull has teeth, which is good, which is hard to um, do with a skull that small. Not a bad piece. I think this might vote pretty well. I mean, like just looking at it aesthetically, it looks good off rip. Not much of a story to it, but pretty cool, I guess. Woolly mammoth kills a guy. Lobos by Heather and Mystic. I'm not sure what the backstory is here, uh, but the wolf is howling at the moon. I almost feel like you don't need that black ring around it. Maybe they added it because it's such a light color crown. They needed the sky to be dark, so that the moon would be there. You can kind of save that by just making a black hat, so you can kind of eliminate that. Colors I feel like are a bit off. They're kind of working against each other. Like that old gold within the wolf itself aren't the same color as the crown, and then the crown isn't the same colors as anything in the logo. I feel like, yeah. So I think the colors need a little bit of working. And you got like this kind of like a canny kind of pale undervisor. I don't know. I don't know. It's drawn nice. It's cool. Uh, Almost looks like a spotted African wild dog, like a painted dog, mixed with a hyena almost. I don't think wolf when I initially look at um this logo. It's just like if you want it to be a lobo, I believe that's a type of wolf. You just look it up, so I'm not just talking shit. But I just feel like when you do it like that, if it's supposed to be, yeah, it's a wolf. To me, it doesn't look like a wolf. So, known as the gray wolf, large canine. Yeah, lobo. Why is a wolf called a lobo? Let's see here. Oh, it's Spanish. There you go. The leader of the wolf pack. All right. If it's a gray wolf, it's not even gray. All right. Moving on. Old boy. Chad posted 3 colorways to this. I think one was like a rust brownish, kind of almost Cleveland Browns esque colorway. A second one I think was like black, and then this one I like this one a lot. It's like a Georgetown almost Fresno kind of colorway. I mean, bulldogs just work. The spikes are cool. This is a really well kind of put together logo. I like it. I can see this being like a minor league hockey team. Um, Chad is just real good. I hope this one makes it. Kind of wish there was a little bit more contrast in the collar. I don't know if I love the blue in it. I just wish it was like a more solid color, but you know, smooth. When Chad puts them on, it's like really hard to criticize because he's such a professional artist. Sea Line, Seamus. Um, Not bad. I feel like it's like a little bit like Lion King esque, a little bit Mustafa or sorry, Mufasa in the clouds, kind of reminds me of that. Sea lion, I get it though. The pun is just a little literal. Um, Funny enough, I was looking at a graphic the other day, trying to show the difference between like a sea lion and a seal. And sea lions, man, vicious animals. They can walk on land, on fours, better than seals do. Seals can kind of have to shimmy around, but not a bad like follow up. I think the problem is like sometimes the original is way better than the sequel. So like his original piece um, of like a of the Wavy Lion series was the Title Roar, which is a foo dog in a wave. And I feel like is way better, way aesthetically it looked better because the waves and the splashiness of like that kind of flowiness of it kind of fit the foo dog because of like the different you see like a statue like it just worked way better, more it flowed more naturally than this. I think the sea lion concept is cool, but it doesn't, to me it doesn't work as well. It's not as like cohesive um of a piece. And I think that's where we got that comment where someone said like, "Yeah, does everything need to be a series?" That we addressed in the live. But nonetheless, Seamus is a awesome artist. Great execution. I just feel like this one is it just needs a couple more passes, or I don't know what it is exactly. Maybe he needs to look more like water. Right now he does. He's just like a blue line. It almost looks like he's like a frozen lion, but sea lion. Ragnarok by Aurelian. Immediately the colorway kind of reminds me of his Black Sheep colorway. It's got this piece. I feel like it fits a little low on the hat, so it's going a little low. So I need something up top, either to push it up or something at the top to kind of balance it off. But it's a cool little piece. I have no idea. I think Ragnarok that's like a Thor kind of a Scandinavian thing. Maybe he's a god of. Let's look this up. Sorry, I'm not talking shit. Ragnarok. Important piece in Norse mythology. Okay. Cool piece. But yeah, Aurelian killing it. I've got a hat coming out with him soon. I can't wait for you guys to see it. But cool little piece. Again, like it reminds me of one of his best hats ever. Colorway wise, Black Sheep. Look it up. That thing is epic. Flamethrower. Kyle Page got together with Style. Giving us that like dragon Hawktua. Not a bad piece. I feel like the silhouette or the flames around it kind of makes it like a bigger dragon kind of shape. The balls just warped, huge too. Flamethrower. If you don't flamethrower, I don't talk to her. Yeah, not a bad piece. I feel like the ending is a little rough at the bottom there. But yeah, feels like a good dragon hat, right? Night Kong. Half-Eye loves the circle night shape kind of formula. It worked well with the Panther. I don't know if it works as well with the silverback here. Kind of Black Pantherish colors. Just with a different animal. I just feel like sometimes when he does these like animals in a circle, when none of it is like protruding or sticking out, they kind of get a little boring. So I would like have him kind of reach out or kind of grab the circle in some way, shape or form, or maybe have some of the branches come out, like just something breaking like the the circle. It's like almost like it's like a Doctor Strange like time portal thing. Like other than that, it's drawn real nice. I'd exaggerate the canines a little bit, but that's just nitpicking. Cool little piece. I feel like he needs to be a little bit more bulky. Shoulders. Maybe take back the hair a little bit, take back the head a little bit, but just give him a little bit more bulk. Almost like he's skinny. But yeah, Night Kong. The Grim Sweeper. Awesome pun. He's just sweeping up different pieces of bone. That's cool. I'll probably opt to do like a darker purple in the background to kind of give it that little bit more separation for that kind of like a graveyard scene. Darken that. The colorway is interesting, like a teal with like a navy blue with a purple under. Hits a red. Quick finger check. Same number of fingers on each hand. That's a good sign. Not a bad piece. The Grim Sweeper. A-level pun though. And then last but not least, Lost. Clinker Gabe. Same kind of composition we see with Gabe. He did one that was like the Reaper Reckoning or the Reaper. It was like a Grim Reaper with a knife, and then his hands was coming out of the circles. It was a very similar composition, so it looks like he's giving us like the astronaut version of it. I almost feel like you gotta add some glare on the mask, and then like a toothless skull. I don't know about that, but it's an interesting piece. The circle around it, similar to like Raphael's one. At least he's kind of breaking it. The hands look insanely crazy though. So if you think about it, if you're grabbing out of something, your pinkies are your smallest finger, right? They wouldn't be the biggest finger unless you're going like this. No, even like that, the pinkies are the high finger is the pinky. So you just want to make sure small stuff like that are accurate. And then like he's like wearing a spacesuit, so but then he's not wearing gloves, so it's like it's like weird. So like just small stuff like that you want to clean up. But yeah, the hands are backwards for sure. Hands are backwards. Yeah. So if you're reaching out, of a hole, you want to make sure your pinkies are the top fingers, not the bottom fingers. So that's a small little mistake there, but not a bad week. Offer up, I'm not sure which ones will really make it. There's some that need small fixes here and there, but that's part of the process. Any kind of criticisms or suggestions that I make are purely my personal opinion. It's not meant to attack anyone personally, but an awesome week, man. Feel like I've gone a little Clink heavy because I've just been in San Diego. Got to spend some time with Casey this weekend, and then we just ran the live. Was editing that, and then ran the live Wednesday night, and then we're back already recording next week's episode. So the grind doesn't stop. Appreciate everyone watching the content and commenting and messaging me how much they like the show. Appreciate each and every one of you guys. But yeah, this is an awesome kind of community that has been built one hat at a time. Well, now they come like 14 hats a week. So, but yeah, it's just an amazing group of artists and collectors who buy the hats. Equally important. You need people to buy the hats as well as people to make the hats. So it's been awesome. We'll try to do more outreach and group streams and live streams so we can kind of do this crit stuff with more people, get more people involved, and then just do more themes. I offered my help as much as I can with Casey in terms of helping with the process of anyone who gets chosen to do their own colorway. I've offered to help do more colorways myself. I've offered to do more thematic stuff, maybe bring back Clink Vision. That'd be an awesome thing to do. So yeah, the future looks bright. Business is growing in terms of the Clink Room and just the numbers I've had sold, and you just keep pushing. So nothing but love for the Clink community and the brand itself. So that being said, I kept it to a short hour. Hopefully you're not missing any football. So we'll end it here. Make sure you guys like, rate, review, subscribe, and I'm out of here. Peace.
Eternal damnation. You're at the end of the world as you know it, my dude. Time is up and you out of mood, so what will you do? It's the BP mercenaries not here to